Hey Bears fans, DeWitt and Nicholas Moreano here for CHGO, and we are continuing to make the case for the Chicago Bears and some draft prospects heading into the 2023 NFL Draft. And today's player, local kid, Peter Skoronski, the offensive tackle out of Northwestern. He is 15th on PFF's Top 150, 13th according to Mock Draft Database. And obviously, there's a lot of like, and I think one of the big ones is just how polished his game is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I think where that polished game comes from is his quick feet. He's able to, one, get in position when pass blocking, but that also puts him in a good position when he's going out and trying to get to the second level. It starts with his footwork. And again, he has a lot of area of his game where he just looks like a veteran out there, and he was able to go step in place for Rashawn Slater during a COVID 2020 season and start for the Northwestern Wildcats. It says a lot about him in terms of his preparation and just readiness to play at, the collegiate level.
I think his hand placement is very sound. His ability to kind of like mirror pass rushers and just kind of stick with them throughout multiple counters. Like the defenders, like they have a plan A and a B and maybe a C, and Skoronski, like same thing. He's like, oh, I got you there. I got you there. I got you. Like he is very poised, and he's able to kind of stick with a pass rusher despite all the moves kind of thrown at him.
And he was a multi-sport athlete in high school, track and field, basketball, and football at Maine South. And I think that shows up when he is getting to that second level. He's definitely not clumsy. It's far from that. He has a plan of attack and knows where he needs to go, where he needs to make the block, and how to execute the block properly. So that's why Peter Skoronski is such an enticing prospect, especially at that tackle position.
And with the quick feet goes with that athleticism, his ability to kind of get out and be a lead blocker. And with the Bears' wide zone rushing scheme, that would make a lot of sense. But let's get to some concerns. And I think we just got to talk with the big one. Everyone has always talked about it, but it's the lack of length in his arms. And does that make him more of a guard at the next level compared to maybe a left tackle?
Yeah, and that's a big question for the general managers of each of these NFL teams and whether or not he can make it work. And you look at a guy like Rashawn Slater, he was able to make that work despite that knock on him. And like I just said, when you see Skoronski, he filled in for Rashawn Slater pretty effectively. But that is the big question with him. Another thing that for me is a knock on him, I feel like he wasn't as aggressive as an offensive lineman. He was more so a fluid technician, if you will, when he came to blocking. So can you get more of that nastiness, this physicality out of him? I don't know, but it just seemed like that wasn't natural to him as a football player.
Another thing at like tackle, some of these pure speed rushers did give him some fits. But if you do move him inside, that limits, because the speed rushers were beating him, getting to the edge and just getting upfield in a hurry. If he's inside a guard in that phone booth in a way, he doesn't have to really worry about that. But I think my biggest concern is that his grandpa played for Lombardi up in Green Bay for the Packers way back in the day. I don't know, man.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a red flag. You cannot but it is interesting. He does have family ties though,
Exactly.
so that does work out.
He does have a family with an NFL pedigree, which obviously this kid is destined to be a starter here at the next level. The question is where? Maybe it's in Chicago. Why would it make sense?
It would make sense because he's an immediate upgrade regardless of where you put him, Will. And anytime you can add an athletic offensive lineman that had a lot of experience at Northwestern, was effective there, but obviously playing in the Big Ten, that's an upgrade in my eyes for the Bears and what they wanted this offensive line to be.
I don't think I can add anything more. An upgrade no matter where you put him. Seems like a solid case to me. That's going to do it for this video. Definitely check out all of our other ones. Give this one a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. That way you don't miss any of our content all off season long. It's a pretty busy off season for the Bears, so plenty of content coming your way.